Hello, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing to you another week's weekly reading vlog. So it is actually now Tuesday afternoon and I definitely took a day off from vlogging, and then this morning I filmed like my wrap up, my haul when I had chance, and now I'm near the end of my day. Obviously through all this there's been work too, and I haven't introduced the vlog yet. So what are we doing this week? I do have a weekend away by myself this week. I really knew I would need a pick-me-up after coming back from the US this time, so I preemptively booked myself a weekend in a hotel and I'm very excited about it. So I have that to look forward to and hopefully some fun content I can bring you guys. But what I've done since I've been back is I've made a spreadsheet. I've made a spreadsheet about Project TBR Cleardown, which, if you have not got bored of me explaining yet, is the project where I have picked out every book from my physical TBR that I think I'm going to unhaul once I've read it. This doesn't necessarily mean that I don't think I'll like the book, but I might have a bit of a beat up copy that I don't want to keep. I might have been sent it and not sure whether I want to read it, so I've put them all on separate shelves. What I have then done is there are exactly, starting yesterday, 4 months left of the year, and I have 105 books on this shelf and I want to get them all gone. That sounds pretty impossible, but if I do let myself DNF some of these books, it might actually mean it's possible. Yeah, I'm now on 105. What I had forgot to include was They Own the Night by my good friend Amy McCall, which comes out in September. I've just received the e-arc of that too, so I'm gonna read that. But that is another book I need to read this year, so that's what's got me up to 105. So I'm just gonna have a blast through my shelves now, see if there's anything that I'm not feeling crazily attached to, see if I can get that number under 100 and make that sound a little bit more manageable. I don't know, because now I don't think there's anything I don't want to read. We'll see. So I filmed that intro clip earlier and I was like, I'm gonna go look at my books. I did go look at my books. There is nothing that I want to remove from these shelves without even trying first. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna love, I'm trying to grab it now. I don't know if I'm gonna love The Book of Accidents. I want to try it though, because I might really love it. I don't know if I'm going to love these Beth Reekles books that I got a long time ago. I'm gonna try them though. So yeah, maybe I just need to be stricter with DNFing. There are some ones down here which I'm pretty sure I could guess are gonna be a DNF, which sounds really harsh, doesn't it? But like A Good Marriage by Kimberly McCreight. I grabbed this when it was still really cool to find Book of the Month editions. I've had it on a TBR before and didn't get to it. And it is, well, it's not that long. It's like 350 pages. But I've not really thought about it too much. Also, same Outlawed. I got it because it was Book of the Month. It is quite short though. It's like 250 pages, but not sure how I feel. So I guess I better stop complaining and just get reading. Hello. It's Thursday night. I have been working so much. I don't know why I thought it was going to be different. I'm exhausted. It's already 8:30 and I have just finished eating dinner. It wasn't even anything complicated, but I am heading to bed. I am gonna install my Kindle reader again because, excitingly, I have the ARC of They Own the Night by Amy McCall. I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but I have the ARC on my Kindle. So I'm gonna sit in bed with my Kindle and my remote and get a good chunk into that is the plan. The only problem is I'm really tired, so I'm trying my best, but I'm like also not really in the mood to read, so we'll see what I can do. Even if I can read like 50 pages just to get started, because I do need to post a review on Tuesday, I think. So I need to get reading. I have finished some books, so I know I haven't been updating you in the past couple of days, I'm so sorry. But it's the 4th and I've finished 2 books. Is it the 4th? Is it the 5th? We will never know. It's the 4th. So the first book I finished is Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune, and I've given this 4 stars. This is, it's a romance, but it's probably more of just a contemporary story following Fern and Will. Full transparency here, I don't normally love a romance with the main character, like the male love interest being called Will, because that is my ex's name and part of my brain can't disassociate that, so I do struggle to get fully invested. Did that impact this? I'm not sure. It's if anything, it's my subconscious at this level, but I don't normally love that. That is not the author's fault, it's a very common name. That isn't what I didn't like about this. There was something in this that meant I couldn't fully engage with it. We're following Fern, whose mother died, and she ran a resort. So Fern had always lived her life saying she wasn't going to take over the resort, she was living her own life, and then her mom dies and she's kind of thrown back into sorting it out. She either needs to decide to sell the resort or to improve it and stay working there. So it's kind of more about that story than the romance. We are jumping back to then Fern and Will when they meet as like young adults, and they had one day together. They were both in relationships, so nothing crazy happened, but they had this like attraction to each other, and they're now seeing each other again 10 years later. It was a good book. I'm saying like negative things, but I gave it 4 stars. I did enjoy it. It just wasn't like my favourite new thing. It wasn't as good as Every Summer After, in my opinion. I have then read Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio, and I have given this no rating because I don't understand what I've read. I'm, again, fully transparent. My brain's a little bit tired. I'm probably going through some jet lag and I'm working hard. Maybe my brain isn't fully engaged. We're following 5 people, a bartender, a rideshare driver, a hotel receptionist, the steward of the derelict church, and the editor-in-chief of the college paper. So we have these 5 people who meet casually in a graveyard, and they're like all smoking or whatever, so they know each other just from like casual interactions. And then the one night they go and there is an open grave. I'm not going to spoil this because it's a very short book. I genuinely thought we were going to be getting a human body in the grave, and that was a little bit more interesting to me than where the story actually went. So I didn't love where the story actually went. I finished it not really being impressed. I understand the story. I thought that was going to be the problem because it goes a bit weird, and different types of fungus and fungi that I was like, what on earth is going on here? But like the actual storyline, I'm like, oh, I think I understood what happened, but am I missing something? So yeah, I've read this. I wasn't a massive fan of If We Were Villains, so I wanted to try the other thing that's come out by M.L. Rio. Unfortunately, I don't really love this either. I'm glad I tried it, not for me. So time to get wrapped up in bed in my pajamas and read They Own the Night. I'm really excited to read it. I'm just not like in a full reading mood right now, so I'm going to try and read as much as I can. If I do divert to YouTube videos, please don't hold me too responsible. I will definitely need to get it finished. I'm doing reading sprints tomorrow with my patrons, so that is what I'll be prioritizing. But yeah, maybe like, I always put too many high expectations on myself, especially when I come back from my trips. I should allow myself to be a little bit more emotional, to suffer through the jet lag. I also have a really bad cold, so I'm just kind of struggling. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned it in this vlog, I don't think I have, but the feelings, I don't want to go too far into it. I mentioned in last week's vlog, I did go through a bereavement last week, and it's kind of reared its ugly head today as well, where I'm just not feeling 100% of myself. I don't want sympathy, please don't, because I will cry. But I'm just not 100% vibing with sitting and reading in the evenings. I've been kind of mind-numbing YouTube instead. Is that the right method? Maybe not, but I'm doing my best, guys. I'm doing my best. There's a lot going on in this head right now. And yeah, I'm gonna get my pajamas now and deal with my evening however I wish. Hello. I am now off on my little nice solo, no pressure weekend away, and I am buzzing. I'm gonna try and film some stuff for you, but maybe I'm just gonna more like try and read, so then I have updates for you, because I really want this to be a pressure off. I've been dealing with a lot of emotion since coming back from America this time. And I just need to switch off. So I'm literally going 2 hours away to switch off, and I'm completely fine with that. I wanted to give you a quick update on what I've been reading. Annoyingly, it's already packed in my bag, but I have been reading My Heart and Other Black Holes by Jasmine Walger, and I read about 90 pages of that last night without even trying, so really happy with my progress there. The only reason I put it down is because we ended up doing a mass unhaul on my reading sprints last night. I was going to show you some of the books, but seeing as I unhauled 25 books, that is going to make up the vast majority of my next unhaul video, so you'll just be watching the same content twice. So I won't tell you about those books yet. You'll have to hold fire. Literally, it might have already come out in terms of like catching up on my vlogs, but there will be an unhaul video coming soon. I ended up doing that instead, so I didn't really read. I was listening to the audiobook of The Housemaid's Secret. I've been listening to that one, and I'm really glad I finally just went for the audiobook, because I am not loving how this has started. I knew it was going to be a bit of a weird one, because I think the housemate Housemaid should have probably been a standalone, so I was kind of unsure how this was going to work, and I'm not loving it, but I have the audiobook on the go. The other thing I read, I've been holding on to Hex Life, which is a short story collection compiled by Christopher Golden, and I've been hanging on to this for years because there is a short story in here by Rachel Kane, which is set after the Morganville series. Thankfully, the patrons last night convinced me to just read that short story and then unhaul it, because I don't love short stories. And now that I have, I was like so disappointed in that short story that I'm like, I can't believe I was going to put myself through this whole book. There's a 30-page story set in the Morganville universe, and while I was feeling funny about it, Rachel Kane has passed away. There's going to be no Morganville content. It's already 15 books plus short stories, so yeah, I really didn't need any more. But because it was out in the universe, I was like, I will read it. It's 30 pages that basically completely undermines the entire Morganville series. There is some nice wrap-ups of like what happens with different characters and where they are in the future. I liked that, but really there was no need for me to keep this entire book. So I read the short story, I counted it in my daily pages, but clearly it's not a book within its own right. So yeah, that is now read. Now I'm gonna get in the car and head off. Really looking forward, like, it sounds really sad, but I'm really looking forward to just, at least I'm by myself in this flat, but now I'm gonna be by myself like in a different place, and I'm looking forward to that for some strange reason. I don't know if it's a me problem, but I'm looking forward to getting out of the house and going somewhere different. Even though I was just somewhere different for the past 2 weeks, I need something different in this country. If I stay inside this flat all weekend, I will combust. Also, I got my nails done last night, and they are a very, very dark blue, but everyone who's seen them are like, did you get black? And they're like a really, really dark, shiny blue. I think that's picking up on camera. I'm a big fan. I'm gonna stop waffling. Time to get in the car. Okay, I've just started filming and then a car has pulled up directly next to me. I'm in Oxford Services, which seems to be where I stop every time I go to this end of the country. But I just got a Taco Bell, so I wanted to document it. They had like, sounds silly, a full Taco Bell. Still no Baja Blast. I cannot wait until that gets into this country. We have a spicy chicken. There is literally someone getting out of the car right there. I feel like such an idiot. It's so hard to explain. Like, you want to look up and be like, I swear I'm cool. Did I tell you guys that I got a Labubu? It's fake, but I love it. Like, I got a Labubu. Cole won it for me in an arcade. I'm just watching people climb out of a car really badly parked. Deary me. Anyway, spicy chicken. I was going to show you me eating it, but I can't find anywhere to balance my camera. Okay, we can go with this view. This isn't good for anybody. This really isn't good for anybody. It's also like 10 o'clock in the morning. But Krispy Kreme donuts were like £4 a piece, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get a burrito. And that shows you nothing. That's just tortilla. There's a jalapeno in there. Pretty good. Hello. I am in bed in my hotel room. I was going to give you like a tour, and then I kind of forgot. Now my stuff's everywhere. It's a very cute little hotel room. You can see that the people who run it really care. There's a lot of like little, even having bottles of water is really good, because I was going to go and get bottles of water and then I forgot. Things like that's really nice. Little, you know, biscuits next to the tea, all that fun stuff. It is a little bit dated and I kind of love it. It feels like I'm staying in a hotel in like 2005. I'm not mad. So breakfast buffet in the morning will determine my review, because I do like leaving reviews. Anyway, I'm in bed and I just finished My Heart and Other Black Holes by Jasmine Walger. And unfortunately I've given this 3 stars. This is a really deep, emotional book. We're following, I don't know how much I've told you already, 2 characters who would both like to end their lives. So they decide if they do it together, it will be easier. And it's about them getting to know each other before this fact. It didn't make me feel as emotional as it should, which is why I can't give it more than 3 stars. Something like horrible happens towards the end and I was like, meh. So yeah, I couldn't love it as much as I wanted to. You may notice my voice is still messed up. I'm hoping that it goes away soon because it's really aggravating me now. But hey, right, I finished a book. The other book I have brought with me, so I'm going to try and read some of it tomorrow, is The Wish by Nicholas Sparks. This is on my TBR actually for the month, because this was on my August TBR, but this one's actually on my September. So I'm gonna try it out. It is like 400 pages long, but it's a mass market paperback, so they're very tiny. And tomorrow, I think I've decided I'm gonna go to St. Albans. I have never been or had like an inclination to go. So that's where I'm gonna go tomorrow. It was suggested by Ellen, I think, was like, oh, there's some good bookshops. So I guess I'm going to St. Albans. I'm just enjoying the peace, the quiet. It's lovely. Right, hello. Filming on my phone quickly because I don't want to get my camera out. I'm just about to leave the hotel and I'm like, oh, I don't even know if I want to go to St. Albans. I'm just so chilled. Like, do I just go home? That feels like a waste of time. Like, I'm 2 hours away from home. I may as well do something. Apparently the weather's going to get really nice, which I was not expecting, so I'm in jeans. But I guess I just go to St. Albans anyway, see what is going on, and if I only stay a few hours, then it's fine. I was searching on TikTok, and the thing that people seem to post on TikTok is going to like the charity shops, which it's a Sunday, so I'll presume they're going to be closed. But I might just try it anyway, find somewhere to park, give it a go, have a wander around for a bit, and if I'm on my way by midday, that's fine. I've had a really nice night's sleep. I've finished my book. I need to start another one. So yeah, I actually need to find a place to sit and read my book. I feel like that's achievable. Me and my fake Labubu are ready for the day. Don't they call them Lafufus when they're fake? Yeah, Cole won this for me. I don't know if I've told you this before. Cole won it for me in a claw machine. He put way too much money into the claw machine to win it. And then when I opened the bag, I saw it was fake. So he's still kind of cute though. He's still kind of cute. I might get another one, even if they're fake. Hello, hello. I thought this was a really good place to do the update, and now I don't know if you can see all of this behind me. If I said to you in England, what time do things open? Like, it's 10. When did it become 11? Because I am now in a town centre at 9:30 in the morning with nothing to do but coffee shops. Not that I have an issue with coffee shops, it's just not one I particularly want to go in right now. So I might just sit here for a minute. It's quite nice. The sun's out. It's fun. Oh my god, guys. I have just come back to my car after 3.5 hours and I'm shaking. My window was wide open. We're talking all the way down. So I saw it. I don't know, like, obviously it's a dumb thing to do anyway. I can't believe I've done that. I don't know where my brain was. That is only my own fault. However, when I went to London when I was 21, yes, I was 21, we went down as a family and our car was broken into and all our stuff was stolen. And I kid you not, my body just went straight back to that moment. And I was like, all my stuff's been nicked. How am I going to explain this? Like, this is so bad. I've then opened my car. I've opened my boot. My iPad is still there. I think that's probably the only expensive thing that was in the car. But my iPad's still here. Wide open, guys, I'm telling you, all the way down. Maybe it was so open that it didn't look like it was, you know, like it looked like it was closed, because who would do that? 3.5 hours. Ouch. Oh well, lesson learned. I mean, not lesson learned, because who would do that? Oh my god, I'm sweating. However, what a lovely place. 3.5 hours and no one's nicked my stuff. Wild. I mean, I do have an 11 plate Fiat Punto, so who would think I had anything to nick, really? But still. I can balance you there. And you also got my screaming hamster there. I was going to get something fun for lunch, and then I remembered how good of a deal the McDonald's offer is. Not sponsored, I wish. £5.40, so I had to add 40p for the drink. But we have this like mango Sprite situation. Medium fries, which we're lacking. 4 chicken nugs and a mayo chicken. £5.40. So that is what I'm going to eat in my car now and chill for a little bit. I did buy some books today. Can you imagine? I guess I'll talk you through my shopping while I'm here. I'm just taking a well-needed break from my weekend of having a break. You know what I mean. Okay, before I drive back, let me show you everything I bought today. Saying that, a lot of this is already Christmas presents. I know, I'm slightly on top of it. But you already know I'm going to be away from the 6th to the 20th of December, and I think December's going to be a really, really busy month for me anyway. So I wanted to make sure that I had everything sorted. First gift I got, which I can actually show you because Rachel will have it by the time this vlog goes live. So I decided to get her little boy a gift to be like a welcome to the world gift. She has announced his name. I don't think it's my place to say it on my channel. It's Rachel's business, not mine, but he's absolutely gorgeous. So I have got him a little sleep suit, and it is too old for him right now because I feel like she would have been so on top of it with the 0 to 3 month. So it's 3 to 6 months. And it's this little lion's like onesie thing. I'm obsessed, absolutely obsessed. So I'm gonna wrap that up when I get home and make sure that is in the post on the way to her very shortly. But yes, a little gift for Rachel's new baby. Another gift that the person won't watch this video. I'm trying to get my sister into reading. I'm trying so hard. And she's read a lot of Colleen Hoover. She's read a lot of Frida McFadden. So I thought I would try her on Elsie Silver. So I got her a copy of Flawless, because if you don't like this one, then you are wrong. So I got her a copy of Flawless. Obviously it was in the 3 for £7, so I decided to get myself a couple books. And one just to finish off a series that I have, I realise now this is probably going to be my only book haul for the month, but we have The Charlie Method by Al Kennedy, which is book 3 in the Graham Effect series. This is already in the 3 for £7.50 deal, so I was like, screw it, I'll grab it. And I've also grabbed Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I've heard really awful things about this book, but I was like, I like Riley Sager, I'm gonna give it a go. And then I've seen Vanessa from Wanderness literally cancelled her 5th year wedding anniversary plans to read this book, like to finish this book. So I'm gonna do it. I'm sure it's gonna be quite formulaic. On July 15th, 1994, 10-year-old Ethan fell asleep in a tent next to his best friend Billy. In the morning, Ethan woke up alone. Billy was never seen again. 30 years later, Ethan has returned to his childhood home, still desperate for answers. Who took Billy? Apparently, it's awful. I kind of want to give it a go. I should have said this is a hockey romance. So I got those 3. Oh, I just dropped one. Is there anything else I can show you? One that you won't care about. My wireless mouse died, so I got another one. There's the haul that I can show you. Bit of a random day. I'm gonna head home. Okay, it turns out today is a bit of a day for book hauling because we have another book here, and this actually came from America, and I got it shipped to my parents' house because I was going to be in America when it arrived, but it was so cheap. I've been looking for this book for a year and it's not really dropped below £15 at least, but this was on for like £8. So I was like, screw it, I'll just do it while I'm away. And my dad just dropped by to drop this off. So it has been at their house for like 3 weeks. It is a hardback. Oh no, there's like loads of sticky marks on it. I'm gonna have to try and clear those up because I am very excited by this. It is The Empress by No, it's not. By Kristen Cast, not PC Cast. That is half of the authors of the House of Night series. I believe Kristen is the daughter. I could be wrong. He's a ruthless, battle-scarred warrior with a dark past, and she's stuck pretending to be his wife to save a fantasy kingdom. It's basically a series based in like a tarot deck. I don't know whether to be terrified to mean that we're having the whole like major arcana or whatever it's called of the tarot deck in this series, because obviously House of Night is like huge. So maybe she will go the same method. It is published by Bloom Books, which I did not know. Yeah, I'm gonna try and like tidy up some of these sticky marks on the front. But for £8 for a hardback, I'm really happy with that. It is a teeny bit battered and bruised, but I'm only going to batter and bruise it more. I'm trying to let things go. Okay, I'm going to actually go read a book because I've read like 30 pages today. So I'm going to go make a cup of tea, get a bar of chocolate and read. But we have another book on today's haul. So hi, it's Tuesday. I forgot to wrap up the vlog, didn't I? It's fine, it's fine. We're getting back into the swing of things, back into normal life. And I need to wrap up the vlog. So I didn't actually do that much reading on Sunday. I was trying to start The Wish by Nicholas Sparks and I got 64 pages in. The first 2 chapters of this book take the first 100 pages. Like the second chapter is about 70 pages long, it feels like. I don't dislike the story, but I just can't, I don't know. some reason can't sit and stare at it for that long. So I'm going to be looking for the audiobook for this one, but that's what I have been reading. I don't think there's much else to tell you. I think that's pretty much it for the week. This is going to be a weird one. I don't even have an emoji for the video. Yeah, I guess for the giant unhaul that you didn't see, there are 2 stacks of books next to me, so please leave me the little stack of books emoji to show me that you got to this point in the video. I'm sure this was a weird one, but as always, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.